Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Upper St. Clair basketball. We're just about ready to have our starting teams introduced. Let's listen to the PA man.
PIL, Bethel, are you ready to meet your 2011-2012 Blackhawks? Starting at guard, he is 5'10". He's a junior. He wears 00. He is Rohan Young. He plays guard. He's 6'1". He's a senior. He wears number 2. He is Brian Howard. At forward, he's 6'2". He's a junior. He wears number 5. He is Cody Gilchrist. At forward, he is 6'2". He's a senior. He wears number 12. He is Ty Cohen. At center, he's 6'6". He's a junior. He's number 44. He is Kenny Gilmore. Your head coaches, Ben O'Connor, assisted by Mark Winnicky, Mike Pfeiffer, and Andrew Sandaris. The Blackhawks.
It's going to be on the same Zoom setting the whole time. It's the only way I can have it focused.
Okay, Upper St. Clair, are you ready to meet your 2011-2012 Panthers? Starting at guard, he's 5'11". He's a junior. He wears number 21. He is Jordan Grabowski. He's a forward. He's 6'1". He's a senior. He wears number 44. He is Joe Sunup. At guard, he's 5'11". He's a senior. He wears number 14. He is Ben David. And at guard, 6 foot tall, he's a senior. He is number 3. He is Derek Young. And finally at guard, 6 foot tall, a senior, number 10. He is Mike Worthy. Your head coach is Dan Holzer, assisted by Gavin Williams and Brian Bennett. Your officials for tonight are Carl Greenwich, Mark Shaw, and Tom Brennan. Let's play some Section 4 basketball.
Once again, welcome to Upper St. Clair basketball. I'm Hank Chesko, joined on the camera tonight by Ben DeRubis. We have the Bethel Park Eagles visiting us here from the Bethel Blackhawks, not the Eagles, Bethel Park Blackhawks, visiting us from just right next door. Bethel Park comes into the game 6-3, 2-1 in the conference. They've beaten Peters and Moon in the conference and lost to Mount Lebanon. Upper St. Clair comes into the game 7-3, 1-2 in the conference. Since we've been our last broadcast when they were 6-0 and undefeated, they've lost 3 of the last 4 to Char Valley, North Allegheny, who are ranked 1 and 2 in Whitfield Quad A. And then they also lost a heartbreaker to Peters Township at Peters Township after having a double-digit lead. Gabe Pritz with 28 points for the Indians. Panthers going left to right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was the buzzer calling both teams to the benches for the second half of basketball. We had a little bit of technical difficulty there in the first half with the autofocus not working on the camera. But thanks to the effort of Ben and the rest of the Civil Air Patrol, we were able to get another camera. The girls' game finished early. We swapped cameras, and hopefully we'll be able to edit this and get you the second half of basketball. We did miss an exciting second half, or second quarter. Bethel Park jumped out to a 12-5 first quarter lead. Panthers looked like they hadn't played basketball in 2 or 3 weeks, but the second quarter was just a reversal of fortune, with the Panthers outscoring Bethel Park 16-5 in the second quarter for a 21-17 halftime lead. Some scrappy defense, a few turnovers by the Blackhawks, and some cold shooting.
Upper St. Clair will have possession to start the third period.
Recapping the scoring real quick, Young had 3, Dabbit 5, Sellup 2, Grabowski 5, and Duffy 4, and Schwaba with a nice rebound and layup for 2. Over on the other side of the ledger, Rohan Young had 2, Holland had 6, Gilchrist 5, and Sanchorin had 4, if I'm saying his name correctly. Starting the second half for the Panthers, we have Dabbit, Young, Worthy, Sellup, and Grabowski. Over on the other side, it looks like the same starting lineup with Rohan Young, Holland, Gilchrist, number 32, Sanchorin, and number 42, Gilmore. Jumper no good. Rebound Gilchrist. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties when the camera can't focus. Hopefully Mr. Ward has been able to edit things and at least put together a second half of basketball action for our fans. Again, credit to my cameraman, Ben DeRubis, for going over to the girls' game and kind of commandeering a second camera. Young on the break, a little off balance, can't get it to go. Rebound Sellup. L reset. Panthers working the perimeter. Worthy took a step before he decided to drive. He saw the opening, knew he needed to get there quick, but he got there a little too quick. Side out Blackhawks. Young on the drive. Worthy can't get there in time. That's the third and fourth points for Young tonight. Cuts the Panther lead to 2, 21-19. Just over 6 minutes remaining. Three-pointer from Grabowski is good.
Grabowski, that's a 3. That's assisted by Dabbit.
That gives Grabowski 8. Takes the Panther lead out to 5, their largest lead of the evening. 24-19. Bethel in their motion offense against the Panther man-to-man defense. Ball swatted out by Gilmore over to Sanchorin. The nice dribble drive by Holland couldn't get the underhand shot to go. Ball's out of bounds underneath the basket to Bethel Park. Young will put it in. Gets the pass into the tall Gilmore. On the drop step, Gilmore is fouled.
Foul on Grabowski. Foul on Derek Young, his first.
Foul on Young. Would have been 3 on Grabowski,
Gilmore
so.
will shoot 2.
Blackhawks 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Make that 2 for 5. Panthers are perfect. Duffy, the only Panther making a trip to the free throw line in the first half. He was 2 for 2. Second is good.
Gilmore converts the second.
Cuts the Panther lead to 4, 24-20, just under 6 minutes remaining. Early part of the third quarter. Dabbit gets a step. Dabbit got a step on Holland, but Holland recovered nicely, swatted the ball out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball. Grabowski, head fake, drive. Oh, in and out for Grabowski. Made a nice move and head fake. The Red Seas parted and opened up a lane for him, but he couldn't get the little semi 3-foot jumper to go. Wasn't quite a lay-in. Holland with the pass into Gilmore. Gilmore goes up strong.
Gilmore for Bethel.
I think you can see the strategy for the second half working into the 6'6" Gilmore. Cuts the Panther lead to 2, 24-22. As the clock winds to 5. Young pressuring Young.
For the Panthers.
Selip and Derek Young take a seat, and we've got Klein and Schwaba in for the Panthers. The Panthers, several of the Panther players know the Bethel Park team very well. A few of them play on an AAU team together. As Worthy works the ball into Schwaba, he's fouled from behind by the taller and more slender Gilmore.
Foul on Gilmore. His first, team first.
Score remains 24-22, 2-point Panther lead. It was 4 at half. Grabowski with a nice drive, gets it to go this time.
4-2 for the Panthers.
First player in the double figures. Jordan makes the drive. Nice dribble drive, 26-22. Klein harassing Young. Klein gets around the high pick, gets in front of Young. Young kind of forced a shot there. A lot of contact, no call. Panthers looking to extend their 4-point lead. Grabowski pulls it back out, resets his offense. Looking for a pick. Schwaba's going to get called for the possession foul there. A little too aggressive on setting his pick.
His second, team second.
Number 12, Coyne in for Gilmore. Ooh, looked like a little shuffle there by Sanchorin. Long three-pointer is good. That gives Gilchrist 8 points for the night. That's his second three. Cuts the Panther lead to 1, 26-25, 3:30 remaining, third quarter. Pick set up top by Schwaba. Looks for the pick and roll. Grabowski decides to drive. That's the third time in the last 4 possessions Grabowski's been able to beat his man off the drive, driving to the left. Unfortunately, he's only converted on 1 of those 3. Young is at the scorer's table looking to come back into the next stoppage of play. Nice spin move. Very nice spin move by Gilchrist to get in for the layup. Blackhawks outscored the Panthers here by 5 in the second quarter, in the second half.
1.
Mike gets a driving one-hand layup, spinning move, fouled as he shot. And it looks like someone's going to get teed up from Bethel Park for complaining about the foul. Very untimely. Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever the sport, you need to control your emotions.
Fouls on Gilchrist. That is his first. There is a technical foul called on Bethel Park also.
This will send Worthy to the line to finish the three-point play. That's the first shot he'll be taking. And that foul was on Gilchrist. That's good.
Worthy completes the three-point play.
Now,
Worthy will shoot the technicals. 2 shots, game possession.
Again, very, very costly technical foul. The ball would have been back in Bethel Park's hands. Worst case, with a 2-point lead. We're down 2. Worthy gets the second one to drop. Worthy adjusts his pants for the third free throw. And that's a 5-point swing. Instead of having the ball back after Worthy's first shot, Worthy makes two, and the Panthers have possession. Second is no good. Gives the Panthers a 3-point lead, 30-27, and possession of the ball. Klein checked in. We've got Klein, Worthy, Young, Duffy, and Schwaba. Over on the other side, we've got Thorson. Worthy with another basket. That's 6 quick points for Mike. Takes the Panthers from being down 1 to up 5, 32-27. Holland sets up top, picked up by Young. Can't get it to go. Rebound Thorson, rejected by Worthy. Worthy is everywhere. Worthy's feeling it. He looks to drive again. He drew contact. Good body control by Worthy out front. I'll see if this is on the floor or if it's a shooting foul. I think it's on the floor, so it'll be Panther ball. Worthy imposing his will the last 2 minutes of this game. It was almost as though once Bethel got the lead again, Mike decided it's time to take matters into his own hands. 32-27, just under 2 minutes remaining third quarter. Panthers with a 5-point lead, matching their largest lead of the evening. Worthy looking at, oh, he might have got away with a walk. A little too strong. Worthy had a nice drive with a dish to Schwaba. I don't think Schwaba was expecting the pass. Thought Worthy was just going to go up. Schwaba came over to reject it. He's not happy with the call.
Foul on Duffy. Duffy's second.
Oh.
Gilchrist will shoot 2.
Looks like we've got a couple of substitutions here after the first free throw. First one is short. This is Gilchrist's first trip to the line tonight. Checking in for the Panthers. Who is number 35? I don't have a 35 on my roster. Oh, J.J. Kahn, I'm sorry. 35 is J.J. Kahn and Sell back in for the Panthers. Young and Gilmore back in for the Blackhawks. Second one is good. 32-28. Panther lead is 4. Kahn double teamed in the backcourt. Okay, you've got the Blackhawk pressure defense causes a turnover. Thorson drives as the clock approaches 1 minute. Sanchorin with a nice drive gets the leader to go through to pull the Blackhawks within 2, 32-20. And that will send Sanchorin back to the line. Evan is 2 for 2 tonight. This will be his third attempt from the free throw line with 6 points. He's contributed nicely off the bench. Started the second half. He gets the leader to go on the free throw after jumping out to a 5-point lead. Bethel, the Panthers jumped to a 5-point lead. Bethel's fought back to make it a game again, 32-31. .42 seconds remaining. Selb with a pick up high, tries to roll. Panthers patient on defense this time. Jordan with a nice drive and dish to Duffy. Duffy did a nice job of using his body to shield the defender from the ball. Goes up strong, 34-31. Points 3 and 4 for Mr. Duffy this evening. 13 seconds remaining. Young with the drive, gets it to go.
for the Blackhawks.
Worthy will try to take a jumper. Oh, nice defense by Rohan Young. Worthy couldn't get the shot off.
Under St. Clair, 34. Bethel Park, 33. Let's hear it for these guys.
All right, just needed a second there, ladies and gentlemen. That was the end of the third quarter. Panthers holding on to a 1-point lead, 34-33. I have a feeling this one's going to go right down to the wire. A couple nice plays at the end of the half by Rohan Young, making that kind of dipsy doodle, as Dick Vitale would say, dipsy doodle drive, and then deflecting the ball out of Worthy's hand right at the buzzer, so Worthy could not get a desperation shot off. Starting the third quarter for the Panthers, we will have Young, Schwaba, Grabowski, Worthy, and Dabbit. On the other side, we will have Holland, Young, Sancharin, Gilchrist, and Gilmore. You know, Gilmore must be all of 6'6" or 6'7", because he looks like he has an inch or two on the 6'5" Schwaba. Nice entry pass.
Schweitzer for the Blackhawks.
Sancharin, no, that was Sancharin, not Schweitzer. Panthers working their perimeter game. Blackhawk with the lead, 35-34. Early going, fourth quarter. Schwaba wrestling with Gilmore underneath to get an entry pass. Jumper by Grabowski, can't get it to go. Here come the Blackhawks. Big stop here for the Panthers. Blackhawks are on a 7-0 run. Want to stop this, want to stop the momentum. Worthy draws a foul. Now, if you play that back on your DVR, Worthy was coming down on the fast break. All three Blackhawks had their backs to him. When you're retreating on the fast break on defense, you want to be backpedaling and watch the offensive player. First is good. That ties the game, 35-35. Just under 7 minutes. Coin in for Gilmore. Second is also good. That makes Mike 4 of 5 from the free throw line tonight to go with his couple baskets for 8. Gives the Panthers the lead back. Dabbit harassing Young. Dabbit harasses everyone. Nice entry pass. Coin can't get the handle. Gets tied up by Schwaba and Worthy. A little head fake from Coin. Three-pointer.
Gilchrist for his third three.
14 points for Gilchrist to lead all scorers. Gives the Blackhawks a 2-point lead as we approach the 6-minute mark. Final quarter. Dabbit with a nice head fake. Pull-up jumper.
Dabbit, that's a 2.
Gives Ben 7 points. Balanced scoring from the Panther lineup tonight. Ties the game 38-38. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Grabowski tries to jump the pass, but that allows Gilchrist some room to blow up the jumper. 16 points for Gilchrist. Gives the lead back to the Blackhawks. Nice drive and a dish.
Schwaba for 2. Timeout Upper St. Clair.
Nice dribble drive by Worthy. Dumped the ball off to Schwaba.
Once again, the 50-50.
Bobbled the ball a little bit, but then got his wits about him and went up strong.
That's 105.
Do it. I have a feeling this game's going to go down to the final possession. It's like two heavyweight boxers just battling it out, going at each other. We'll recap the scoring a little bit. Worthy with 6, Young with 3, Dabbit 7, Sellup 2. Grabowski 10, Duffy 6, Schwaba 4. Over on the other side, Rohan Young 6, Brian Holland 6, Gilchrist 16, Sanchorin with 9, and Kenny Gilmore with 3. Coach Holzer quickly called a timeout after that last Schwaba basket. Was either for a substitution or a change in strategy. He did bring in Selip off the bench. Selip's matching up against Gilmore underneath. Gives away about 4 inches or so. Strong drive and a tip in by Sanchorin.
Gilmore for Bethel.
Holland had a nice drive to the basket. Couldn't get it to go, but nice tip in to give the Blackhawks the 2-point lead, 42-40. Selip with the drive, drop step, gets it to go.
Selip from Worthy.
42-42, just under 5 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Bethel Park visiting Upper St. Clair here on Friday night basketball. Grabowski tried to help out on the spinning Gilchrist. May have grabbed the hand as Gilchrist went by.
That is Jordan's third. Gilchrist will shoot 2.
Gilchrist 1 of 2 from the line to go with his 15 points from the field. Make that 1 of 3. Score remains 42-42. Grabowski goes to the bench with 3 fouls. Schwaba in for him. I think this is the first time tonight we've had Schwaba and Selip on the court together. Second is good. 1 point Bethel lead. With Schwaba and Selip, we have a little bit more size underneath, a little less quickness out front. Worthy pulls the ball out while Coach Holzer provides instructions to his charges. Young picking up Selip up front. I'm not sure how that wasn't a foul. Worthy got a step on his man, was then picked up by Gilmore underneath. 43-42 Panther ball. Worthy looks to get inside to Schwaba, but he's guarded tightly. Worthy had a wide open 3, decided to pass it up for a better shot. Clock ticks under 4 minutes. Worthy entry pass to Schwaba. Schwaba picked up by Gilmore. He goes up strong and lays it in with the right hand. Again, Schwaba giving up a little bit of height to Gilmore, but probably has 30 or 40 pounds on him and was able to use his body to create some separation and get off a shot. Gives the Panthers a 1-point lead. Gilchrist trying to work inside against Dabbitt. He'd like to get the ball underneath. Has a little bit of height on Dabbitt. Offensive foul. Costly turnover for the Blackhawks. Bethel picks up in a full court pressure. Watch out from behind. You could kind of see that guy coming. He was going to either steal the ball or hit Mike.
Schweitzer. It is his third, Bethel Park's 5th.
Now, somewhere along the line, the PA man changed his name from Sanchorin to Schweitzer. I don't know if he had a name change at halftime when our camera was down. We'll go with Schweitzer. Panthers, entry pass from Dabbitt into Schwaba. Had a bad angle. Bethel tried to save it, but as the Blackhawks saved it over his head, he bounced it on the end line, so we retained the ball. Grabowski with a 3. Front rim short. Nice fast break by Young. Can't get the rebound to go. Celeb controls it. He's content to slow it down and to get it into the hands of one of his ball handlers. 2:40 remaining. Panther 1 point lead. Bethel with 6 personal fouls. So the next free throw will be 1-1. And that'll be a timeout, Holzer. And this will be a 30-second variety, I hope. So I don't have to talk very long. Nice crowd tonight on both sides of the stands. Probably about 65 to 70% filled on the parent side and about 2/3 on the students. And over on the other side, 2/3 students for Bethel and maybe more like 45% parent section. Again, quick game reset. Panthers will be in the bonus on the next foul by the Blackhawks. Panthers still have 2 fouls. They've only committed 5 team fouls, so it'll be another 2 before Bethel will be shooting. Worthy with 8, Young 3, Dabbitt 7, Celeb 4, Grabowski 10, Duffy 6, Schwaba 6. Panthers getting some nice contributions underneath from their big men, Schwaba and Duffy, coming in off the bench tonight. We've got Dabbitt, Worthy, Young, Grabowski, and Schwaba. On the other side, we've got Rohan Young, Holland, Gilchrist, Gilmore, and Schweitzer. Schweitzer steals the ball. Quick pass off to Holland. Gives Bethel the 1 point lead. Whatever Coach Holzer told them in the timeout either didn't work or they didn't listen. Bethel with the quick steal after the St. Clair timeout. Panthers need a bucket. Clock ticks to 2 minutes. Grabowski drives on Gilchrist. Nice defense by Gilchrist. He forced Grabowski deep, was in under the backboard when he shot, but was fouled by Gilchrist.
Team 7.
Duffy looks to check back in after the first free throw from Grabowski. First is good, that ties the game. This is Jordan's first trip to the free throw line tonight. Gives Grabowski 11 points. We got Coughlin and Coughlin. Actually, Duffy's still looking to check in. Second is good. We've got Coughlin and Duffy in. I think Coach Holzer's trying to give Grabowski a little breather before give Grabowski and Young a little breather before the last minute of the game. Coughlin very quick on defense. Little head fake. Nice defense, but the Panthers couldn't control the ball. Schweitzer with a nice head fake, but Duffy reacted or came back quickly, and it'll be timeout.
That is a full.
A full timeout. Does that mean he's a full or it's full, F-U-L-L? I guess it's a full timeout, and they're just beating my poor throat to death here tonight with these timeouts. Recapping the scoring over on the Bethel side, Rohan Young with 6, Holland with 8, Cody Gilchrist leading all scorers with 17. Coyne missed a couple of free throws. Schweitzer, nice 11 points off the bench. He didn't start tonight. I don't know if he's normally a starter, but he certainly looks like he could be one. And then Kenny Gilmore with 3 points. That last foul was the 7th team foul for Bethel Park. So the Panthers will be going to the line for the rest of the game. Panthers have only committed 5 team fouls in the second half. So it'll at least be another 1 or 2 before they're shooting 1-1. Possession arrow favors the Panthers at this point. Coming back out, we've got Coughlin, Schwaba, Duffy, Worthy, and Dabbitt. Over on the other side, we've got Schweitzer, Holland, Gilchrist, Rohan Young, and Gilmore. .131 remaining. Panthers protecting a very tenuous 1-point lead. The fourth quarter has been back and forth. I haven't been counting lead changes, but there's been quite a few of them. Look for Bethel to try to get Gilchrist free. They tried to force the pass into Gilchrist. Panthers jumped back into a zone. I don't think the Blackhawks were anticipating it. And guess what? Yet another timeout. I'm out of cough drops.
That is a full.
Yet another full timeout. Both student sections are in full throat tonight. Panthers with camo night, nice crowd and sporting Army gear and American flags. Both cheerleaders taking the court at this last full timeout for the Panthers. The Bethel students aren't quite as organized in their cheers as are the Panthers. Panther will have the ball and the possession arrow and the bonus situation when they put the ball back in play. Grabowski, Worthy, Young, Schwab, and Dabbitt for the Panthers. Young, Gilchrist, Holland, Schweitzer, and Gilmore for the Blackhawks. Now let's hope their inbounds play after this timeout is a little more successful. After the last timeout, look for, at some point, the Blackhawks have to come out and pressure the ball, look for a steal. They cannot win if they don't get the ball back into their hands and score again. Panthers content to take the air out of the ball, force the Blackhawks to come out and play defense. Sometimes you got to be careful in this mode. You get a little lackadaisical, and then when it's time to try to make a play to the basket, you know, your timing gets off. Young, Schwab could have made a move. He does, and it's good. Nice patience by Schwab to let the defender commit. 3-point Panther lead. Under 30 seconds remaining. Big basket by Schwab gives him 8 for the night. Now, as I predicted earlier, this one's coming down to the last possession. Now, if this was a college game where the players can handle the time management a little bit better than you'll see at the high school level, you would see Bethel drive to the basket to try to get a quick shot off, assuming that St. Clair would not want to foul them on a drive, unlike the Pittsburgh Panthers did last night to lose a game to a pitiful DePaul team. Look for one of two things: either Bethel will take a quick three to try to tie it up and then crash the boards, or they'll get it into the hands of Gilchrist, who will try to drive, beat his man off the dribble, get a quick basket, and then foul on the inbounds to send St. Clair back to the basket or back to the foul line in a one-on-one situation. Duffy, Schwab, Worthy, Coughlin, and Dabbitt. Schweitzer looks to inbounds the ball. Gets it to Holland. Again, Holland drives, as I suggested. He only used 6 seconds off the clock. But again, the defender isn't going to foul you in that case, because you don't want, last thing you want to do is send him to the line with the clock stopped and a chance to tie up the game. So it'll be St. Clair ball, 48-47, 1-point Panther lead. Look for Bethel Park to be pressuring the ball on the inbounds and to also picking up man-to-man in the backcourt. Their first objective would be to get a quick steal. If they can't get a quick steal, then look for them to foul right away. With only 5 fouls, if Bethel does get the ball, you could look for the Panthers to foul on the floor just to chew up some time on the clock. Make them reset and don't let them get a drive going to the basket. Ball comes into Worthy. It had to be a foul. That had to be a foul from Schweitzer. You cannot put your hand on the offensive player's hips, swat at the ball, and not be a foul. Actually, that was to the benefit of St. Clair because time ran off the clock. Schweitzer was fouling him. There probably 3 seconds ran off the clock after Schweitzer first committed the foul. I don't understand where that official was when he put his hand on his hip. He was committing the foul intentionally. Coughlin in for the Panthers, along with Duffy, Schwaba, Young, and Worthy to the line. This is a 1-and-1. First is good. Big free throw from Worthy. Big free throw from Mike. Makes him 5 of 6 from the line tonight. Gives him 9 points. Second is also good. Timeout Upper St. Clair. Just what you would expect from a senior leadership player like Mike. Steps calmly to the line. Probably not calmly. His stomach was probably in knots. But he stepped to the line, and at least as far as the spectators were concerned, coolly and calmly made both ends of his 1-and-1 to give the Panthers a 3-point lead with 16.5 seconds remaining. Be interesting to see what sort of defense Coach Holzer comes in here. Now, traditionally, he'll pressure the ball. Traditionally, he'll pressure the ball a little bit in the backcourt just to chew up valuable seconds, make their backcourt men work. Alternatively, in this situation, you'll see other coaches lay off the ball, not wanting a home run pass or not wanting a one mistake in the backcourt to open up a lane for someone to go coast to coast. But we'll see what Holzer does. My guess is he will not pressure the man putting the ball in, but he will have his guys pick up in the backcourt to force them to chew up valuable seconds. Schwab is in. He's back as the safety. Coughlin, Worthy, Dabbitt, and Duffy. Same lineup for Bethel that we've seen. And here he is. He's letting the man put the ball in, but he's putting pressure in the backcourt. Now again, the Panthers have a foul to give.
Timeout, Bethel Park.
I say that's a smart move on Coach Holzer's part. He put in the very quick defensively Pete Coughlin, and he wasn't going to let Rohan Young beat him. If he did, he would just foul him on the floor, which would give them the ball out of bounds. Another timeout for Bethel, so they used 2.8 seconds to get the ball to half court. Panthers still only have 5 fouls. It is conceivable they could try to use that 6th foul, which would be a non-shooting foul. Again, just to disrupt the flow, of the Bethel Park offense. Now look for Bethel to bring the same 5 guys in. Have played pretty much the whole fourth quarter. Gilmore, Holland, Gilchrist, Young, and Schweitzer. Same defenders for the Panthers now. Schwab is out. They've got Young back in. Young, Grabowski, Worthy, Dabbitt, and Duffy. Again, they're giving Schweitzer free rein to put the ball in. There was that foul I talked about. He could have let another.
That is Upper St. Clair 6.
Could have let a couple more seconds go. Now again, a foul on the floor would be a 1-and-1. 1-and-1 doesn't add up to the 3-point lead. So again, another foul before they have a chance to shoot isn't really a bad thing from the St. Clair perspective either. 3-pointer from Holland, yes. Again, I think the Panthers could have used the foul to keep that from happening. Not foul the shooter, but commit the foul before he got the shot off.
That is a 30.
Looks like we're going to have overtime. That tied it up with 0.5 seconds remaining. A beautiful three-pointer, a well-designed play by the Blackhawks to get Holland open for that gorgeous three-pointer. Panthers put the ball in the front. That's just unbelievable. I thought there was 0.5 seconds remaining. Bethel Park stole the ball in the backcourt and got a lay-in at the buzzer. That is just an unbelievable finish. I can't believe it, quite frankly. Well, there you have it. Bethel Park scores at the buzzer to win 52-50. Panthers had a 3-point lead with 12 seconds remaining. Looked like it was all over, but the shouting, a big three-pointer, steal in the backcourt and a lay-in. Panthers were able to get time put back on the clock, but a little sloppiness in the backcourt cost the Panthers. Panthers go to 1-3 in the conference. Bethel 3-1. This is Hank Chesko signing off with Ben DeRubis. Thank you and good night.